This is the old Nike SB Janoski, and this one is the brand new, recently released Nike SB Janoski. How different are they? In this video, we're gonna unbox this brand new shoe, look at some of the differences of this shoe, put the shoe on the feet, and then we're gonna go out to the mini ramp. We're gonna skate this shoe and see how different is it? Did they actually make it any better? Let's get it. I recently purchased the brand new going green Nike SB Janoski shoes, and I've skated a ton of these shoes. My favorites that I've ever skated are the Nike SB Janoski slip-ons. I literally skated those shoes for like literal years. Nike first released this shoe 14 years ago in 2009, but for some reason in 2019, these shoes took a hiatus and were no longer in production through Nike SB. And when this shoe first came out, Stefan Janoski was actually the second pro skateboarder to ever get a shoe on Nike, right behind professional skateboarder Paul Rodriguez. The Janoski was actually one of the best-selling silhouettes on the Nike SB line and the Nike line all together. So it really was a surprise when this shoe went out of production and took a hiatus back in 2019. The brand new release of this shoe has taken an entire year of R&R, but it's supposed to be re-engineered so that it is a completely different and better skate shoe. Let's unbox it and see what it looks like as a first impression. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox this thing. And the first thing that I notice and love about these shoes is the colorway. I'm gonna get more into that a little bit later, but one of the things that is supposed to be new and different about this shoe is the black ankle collar. Also, you can kind of see it up here as well. They're supposed to be re-engineered and redesigned so that it's a little bit more stiff. If you've ever skated this shoe, you know that it's super lightweight and it's easy to flex. However, if you skate them for a certain period of time, this starts to lose kind of its stability, and then it makes it a little bit harder to skate or to stay on your actual foot. So I think re-engineering this, giving more support, is gonna help a lot more when you're skating. Another thing I love about this shoe is the leather laces. This isn't really anything that's new to the Janoski shoe. However, if you're a skateboarder, you know how annoying it is when you break laces. The reason that I skated the slip-on so much, there were no laces to break. And so I absolutely love having everything ready to skate. One of the worst things ever is when you're skating, you break a lace and you have to stop in the middle of the trick to go through and relace your shoes. So the leather laces are a little bit harder for them to break through, which makes you able to skate a lot longer, and there's less stuff to adjust. You can just go out and skate. Another difference is this green colorway. This is called the going green colorway. This is gorge green, and we've never seen a Janoski that's this color. Stefan Janoski actually said the reason that he picked the colors of some of the new releases that have come out, if you've seen them, they've been kind of crazy, is because he was heavily influenced by pop culture. I think it's kind of cool. The older that I get, I definitely like some of the brighter colors, and it looks a little bit different than what you'd normally see on your feet, which kind of gets me stoked to go out and skate and do something different. The next thing we see in the Janoskis is the cork insole. This also isn't something that's new to the Janoski. They've had other shoes that have had these in there before. I really like the way that it looks and I like the way that it feels. The intention of it I thought was kind of interesting. So the whole intention of the cork insole is so that you can wear this shoe when you're barefoot. So like in the summer, if you wanted to wear these barefoot, this is supposed to help to where your shoe isn't gonna stink as much. If you're a skateboarder and you're skateboarding and you are skating in shoes without socks, I would think it'd be like pretty gross anyway and pretty slippery on your feet. So if that's something you're into, great. Me, probably not gonna end up doing that. Another thing that I do love is even on the cork insole, they still made sure to put Stefan Janoski's logo on there. I love this. It is just a nostalgic logo for me to be able to look at, and I love they put it on this specific insole. One thing to note about the new Janoski shoes, if you don't like the cork insoles, they also have another one that you can wear as well. Really interesting, different color. It's funny, it's kind of like fuzzy on the bottom. I don't know if that really matters as far as you wearing any socks or not. And then both of them also have some extra heel cushion, some heel support for when you're jumping down that set of stairs. Another cool thing they do when you purchase these shoes, they do give you an extra pair of laces. So if you want to do something a little bit different, a little bit brighter, a little bit louder, they have these that you can put on the shoe and skate as well. I don't think you'll be able to break through these leather laces super easily, but if you do, you've got this kind of crazy backup color that you can throw on. Something else that has been re-engineered in the shoe is the sole traction. Nike SB said they also added an update in the sole traction for tuned-up performance, fit, and feel. Looking at the bottom of this, I can't really tell a difference, so let me show you a side-by-side of both shoes. And I don't know, you tell me. They both kind of look the same to me. I don't know if one's made out of different material, but just by looking at them at first, they both look pretty similar. So I'll definitely know a difference when I go out and skate them later, but as for now, just looking at them, I can't really tell a difference. So when you look at these shoes side by side, they are the exact same size. They're both 9.5. but you can already see a few differences. The first one I noticed is that the toe size on this is a little bit bigger than this one. The reason I think they did this is because you can be more consistent with your flip tricks when you have a longer toe. It's a little bit easier. You have more room to also flip the board, whereas this one's a little bit shorter, and that leaves room to be a little bit more inconsistent when you go to flip your tricks. Obviously, a few of the other differences of these shoes are the colorways, the laces, and then the insoles. All of these can be changed, but when you purchase them, those are the difference between the newer shoes and the older ones. Now that we've seen some of the differences, let's go ahead and take this shoe, put it on, take it out of the ramp, and let's go see how this actually skates. Putting on these shoes, it felt like a normal Nike SB Janoski shoe. I think they'll be pretty quick to break in. The only things I'm not super loving about this shoe is actually the leather shoelaces. They just look super weird and they're kind of hard to tighten. I know that they last longer, but excited to go out to the mini ramp and actually skate these things. All right, so we just got out to the backyard mini ramp, and I can already tell going up and down the ramp, like just running up and down, it's a lot more grippy than normal. So I can already see how the improved traction is on the bottom of these shoes. So I'm gonna do a few different tricks. I'm gonna give you a couple different angles. As you can see, Olivia's here. So she's gonna shoot some slow-mo stuff. That way you can really get a better view and feel of the shoes while I do these tricks. I'll give you my review after the skate session. First impression of skating this shoe, man, I love this shoe. It is probably one of my favorite silhouettes, and then just like favorite skate shoe to skate in general. You heard me say before, I'm not a huge fan of these laces. They just kind of look weird and they don't stay on here super well, but they didn't rip, they didn't break, so I think that's a huge plus on these. But man, it's just a classic. It's easy to break in, it's easy to skate. I'm sure you saw at the end of the video, like I was doing tricks that pretty much I only know how to do, like some of my harder tricks, and it just felt normal. One, because I've skated this shoe so much, and then two, it is so lightweight, durable, and like it's easy to break in. So I would highly recommend this shoe. I know when the shoe first came out, it was like $95. I've seen it on like StockX or even like CCS, some discounted places for like 50 bucks. So I would highly recommend, go get the shoe, go and check it out. I do think in comparison to this shoe to the old Janoski shoe, I don't really see a huge difference, but maybe it's just because I've skated it so much. I did feel a little bit support on the heel, just from that collar being a little bit more supported. So I think that helped. But I also don't know if that's just because the slip-ons I've skated forever and they're like super stretched out. But yeah, love this shoe. I think it's a great colorway. If you do want to buy this shoe, I'll put a link down below. I don't know how many will be there, but if I find someone on sale, I'll make sure to put those down in the link below. I'll put that link down below in the description, so hopefully you can buy these shoes. If you have skated these shoes, let me know, comment down below, tell me what you think about these, or just let me know what your favorite skate shoe is. And comment down below if you wanna see me do any more reviews on different shoes. Tag some shoes you think that I should check out. Maybe it's your favorite pair of shoes or ones that you just have questions about in general. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe. It really does make a difference. Help us beat that algorithm. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. And when we hit it, I'm definitely gonna give something away on the channel. So make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. And we have a bunch of other videos. They're right here. Make sure to check them out. Some more mini ramp sessions and some other videos for you to check out. Catch you guys later.